If you're in the nonprofit world, you get it. Your most valuable resource, it isn't always about the money. It's about time, right? Every single minute you spend on admin is a minute you're not spending on your actual mission. So today, we're going to look at a tool that's built to give you that time back. Okay, here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll tackle the big problem, what we're calling the nonprofit dilemma. Then, we'll get into the vision behind a potential solution, see how its automation actually works, look at its really interesting pricing model, and wrap up with what all this could mean for your mission's future. All right, section 1, the nonprofit dilemma. Let's just start with a dose of reality, okay? Are you just buried in administrative tasks? I think for a lot of organizations, the answer is a big yes. It's that feeling of being completely swamped by paperwork. Seriously, just take a second and think about it. How much of your team's day, your team's energy, is just gone, spent tracking donations, updating sponsor info, sending out emails one by one? I mean, it's work that has to get done for sure, but man, it is a constant drain on the very resources you need to actually go out and make a difference. And listen, this isn't just some minor annoyance. This operational drag, this constant friction from all the admin, it becomes a huge barrier. It's literally holding organizations back from hitting their full potential and making the biggest impact they possibly can. So if that's the problem, what's the answer? That brings us right into our next section, a vision for impact. We're going to look at the why behind the software, the core idea driving it. Check out the wording here. It's really specific. To redefine the nonprofit landscape by liberating organizations. That word, liberating, that's key. This isn't just about being a little more efficient. The whole point is to free organizations from all that operational weight so they can pour their energy into what really matters, creating some truly transformative social impact. So when you boil it all down, it's about a huge shift in focus. It's about getting your team's eyes off the spreadsheets and the paperwork and putting them squarely back on your purpose, back on your mission. The very reason you all started this in the first place. Okay, that all sounds amazing in theory, right? But how does it actually work? Let's pop the hood and look at the automation engine. This is the how that makes the why possible. The whole idea here is something called end-to-end automation. So instead of trying to make 5 different programs, a bunch of spreadsheets, and your email all talk to each other, you just have one single integrated platform. The goal is for it to be super user-friendly and to seamlessly manage every little thing related to your sponsorships and donors. Everything, all in one spot. And the workflow itself is pretty simple but really powerful. Step 1, you track all your sponsorships and donations as they come in. Step 2, the system takes over and automates a lot of the key communication with your donors. Step 3, because it's all in one place, managing it all becomes so much easier. And then step 4, the most important part, you get to take all that time you just saved and reinvest it right back into your mission. Now, let's talk about something that's often the elephant in the room for nonprofits: cost. Adopting new tech can be crazy expensive. So this next section is all about a totally different way of thinking, not just about the software, but about how you pay for it. You know the old way, right? Traditional software hits you with a high, fixed monthly price. You pay that bill whether you had a huge fundraising month or a really slow one. Well, Help You Sponsor flips that completely. It's a pay-as-you-grow idea. Your charges are actually based on your activity, how many sponsorships and donations you're actually processing. And this quote, this really just says it all. We only charge when the software is working for you. It's simple, it's fair, it makes total sense, doesn't it? The software should be an investment that actually pays for itself. So you're only paying when the platform is actively helping you, when it's bringing in support for your cause. Okay, let's pull all these threads together. We've seen the problem, the vision, how it works, but what does all this really mean for the future of your mission? That's the ultimate goal, right? You see, the vision here is bigger than just helping one single organization. It's about helping create a more impactful nonprofit sector, period. When you automate all that back-end stuff, you can maximize your social impact. You can channel your resources way more effectively. You can build a more sustainable organization that's going to be around for the long haul. And really, it's about setting a whole new standard for how things get done. And when it all comes down to it, this is the bottom line. It's what you get. More time, better efficiency, less of that administrative headache. It all leads to one simple, powerful thing: more energy for your mission. So I'm just going to leave you with this question. If you could just wave a magic wand and make all that administrative drag disappear, what could your organization really achieve? What new things could you accomplish with all that extra time and energy focused squarely on your purpose?